Hey, what's up everybody? This is ePhoenix and I am playing something different, something a little new that I'm assuming you probably haven't seen before because it probably has not been on YouTube much, if at all. Uh, and it is an Xbox Live arcade game. And yeah, it is called Trenched. It is very, very good. I'm playing with a couple friends of mine, Lazy Boy Marksman and Karoo. And Lazy talked me into buying it a couple days ago, and I like it quite a bit. I have a lot of fun with the game. It's definitely worth a buy. It's only like 10 or 15 bucks, which really is not too bad. It's a pretty very interesting game in the sense that it's well, there's a lot of depth to it for what it is. It's pretty much a standard. Um, I mean, the story's a bit ridiculous and doesn't really matter, but like, it's basically you're in a mechanized unit that's called a trench, which is what I'm running around in obviously right now. And anyway, the trench, you fight these things called tubes, which is the things obviously I've been shooting at, and yeah, so that's kind of the general story. But basically, what you want to do is it's a defense game. And there's some attacking, but mostly you're defending. Right now, we're defending the little hospital where the green little green thing is. If you watch the sides of the screen, you'll see the little green box with the star on it. That's what we're trying to defend. Anyway, and obviously the other guys are trying to destroy it. Obviously, but anyway, that's kind of like the whole premise of the game. That's it, and that doesn't sound the most exciting, but it's actually tons of fun. Especially if you can get multiple people in. If you only have one person, it's kind of it's okay. It's good, but I don't know if it's actually worth 15 bucks unless you have someone to play with. Because it's a lot more fun because there's a lot more strategy into it. There's actually quite a bit of strategy into it, more than I probably originally thought there would be. Um, and that's because there's a lot more depth than I thought there probably would be. Um, Basically, start off. Let's start. Um, there's things called, like, you have trench. You can customize your trench. That means you can have different game or different guns on it, but it also depends on your class type. Like, I'm an engineer, which means I'm fast, but I'm weak on the armor, and I only have 2 slots for guns. Right now, in this game, I'm carrying a grenade launcher, which takes up 2 slots. Well, because it takes up 2 slots, I only have one gun. It's actually not the most powerful gun either. It's not bad at close range, but it's hard to hit anything at long range because it's a lob type of machine, type of grenade launcher. Anyway, so I'm running around with that, but again, I don't have very much in the way of armor, but I'm a little quicker. But what does make this class worthwhile is I can lay down emplacements. Emplacements are things like you can lay down. I did it earlier in the game. Uh, Turrets. You can lay down like shotgun turrets. You can lay down um, machine gun turrets and things like that, and then you can upgrade them later on as well, make them more powerful and whatnot, which is pretty cool. It's pretty badass. You can extend the range and things like that. The one I'm using now, I actually have I have a machine gun turret. Um, I have a sniper turret, which actually I only used like once or twice because I forgot I had it on. Which the machine or the sniper turret's actually really good because you have sniper enemies and things like that in this one. I'm using a thing that can throw out there that repairs your trench and everybody's trench. So it's really useful, especially on a lower armor class like this, where I need something to kind of help me stay alive if I take a little bit of injury. So yeah, that's pretty cool, and it's very useful. At the same time, I have a thing that dampener or something like that that actually does a really good job in slowing targets down. Anyway, and they have things like flak turret, they have shotgun turrets, they have mine seat turrets, they have mortar turrets, they have all these different crazy things that are actually really, really cool. Anyway, that's what I specialize in as an engineer, meaning I can upgrade things. I also can upgrade things cheaper. I can build things and place turrets and things like that for cheaper, and so I can place more of them more often. So that's kind of what I do in this game a lot of the ways. Um, is I more let my emplacements do a lot of the work instead of me doing the work, because I don't have the gunpowder to really be able to do enough work to, well, to really do that much damage. in the game. But it does. There's pluses and minuses to each thing. Now, my friend Lazy actually is a little bit ahead of me as far as rank and things like that, and he's an assault turret, which means he's basically Billy Badass with a ton of guns that are really powerful, and he can carry a lot of guns, but he can't place very many emplacements. I think he only can place two, and he can't place any heavy emplacements, which is like the sniper turret or the mortar turret or the mine turret, and he can't place any of the other emplacements. I forgot what they're called. Not the light emplacements, but there's something else. And those are like the repair drone, the repair turret, and the thing that slows him down and things like that. He can't place any of those. So like, there's kind of a payoff. Well, he has a lot more firepower of his own, but he doesn't have the firepower of the turrets that I can use a lot more cheaply than he can. So in essence, basically, yeah. So basically, those are how those work out. And then Karu, who's also playing with me, is kind of an in-between class. He's one of the first classes you get, which is kind of like a standard class where, although he has more power than me, less than Lazy, but can place more emplacements and cheaper than he can. But he also has more power. So it's kind of you kind of have the three classes: the standard class, assault class, and the engineer class. Anyway, this is one of the things that like adds depth to the game. It makes it really, really fun and worthwhile. Anyway, so yeah. Other than that, like there's other things that are really pretty cool. Like you can change your class setup however you want, like the chassis, your legs. The chassis is the body build of your trench, the legs of it, and you can change the guns. And there's all of these can be kind of upgraded and get better and better as you play the game, things like that. And which is really cool. It makes the game pretty deep and worth getting. And one of the reasons it's worth the $15 you paid for it. You also can customize your own guy. Like I'm wearing a safari hat and a T-shirt with an anchor on it. Things like that. You can customize it in this and that silly ways. It's also you get up to 4 people playing, which is a lot of fun again. When you play with friends, a lot more fun, I'd say. Like playing, if you're just gonna play it by yourself, I mean, I'm not sure if it's gonna be worth the $15 because I don't know, it's just not nearly as fun. But then I guess you can say that with pretty much most games anyway. But and then I guess lastly, it has some pretty good blanking. Sorry, it has some pretty good variety in enemies too. I mean, they have guys that kill your emplacements. They have guys that run right at you and explode. They have guys that are really heavily armored, but are really slow. They have guys that shoot stuff from a little farther away. They have guys that are snipers that shoot from way far away that only attack the trench and not what you're trying to defend. And they have kind of like mini bosses, and they have flying bosses, and they have flying aerials, and they have a bunch of different stuff. And anyway, they have stuff that like just as little nodes, they're called. Basically, they're little tiny balls that like run into your what you're trying to defend and explode, and they run into your emplacements and explode too there, so they can take down your emplacements, and they're really a pain in the ass because they're just really tiny and it's really hard to stop them. But yeah, so anyway, the game's cool. I guess that's all I gotta say about it. It's cool. It's fun. I thought I'd show you a little bit of it, and yeah, I think it's worth getting. I mean, if you like it. If you like something like this, and it seems cool to you, it seems worthwhile, definitely get it. If you like, if you have $15 on there, you have some extra Microsoft points. I know there's a couple other games that are coming out for Summer of Arcade. Bastion is supposed to be freaking phenomenal. This actually isn't with the Summer of Arcade, but there's just a random one, but it's definitely worth getting. There's also From Dust, which I might get, which is like a god game where you play as a god creature, and you're trying to kind of shepherd your people, your villagers through well, shepherd them to survive, basically keep them alive and ready to go, which is obviously pretty important. It's a pretty useful thing. Anyway, sorry, I got lost track of what I was saying there. But that looks like pretty good looks like it's pretty good. It's called From Dust again, so I might be able to get that. I might get that. If I do, I'll probably end up throwing up a few vids on it. Anyway, guys, let me know if you like this. I don't know, give it a thumbs up or let me know in the comments or whatever. It is definitely kind of a cool game. Definitely, I'd say worth watching, worth taking a look into. Anyway, that's all I got. Hope you guys like it, and peace out. Oh, only other thing, if you guys do get this, I'd definitely be willing to play it with people because it's like I said, it's a fun game, and yeah. So anyway, if you guys get it, send me an invite and I'll probably play it with you. Anyway, peace out.